Hey guys, I hope everybody's well. I got a new deck today. I'm so excited. I got it from Spiritual Infusion 1111 if you're curious. It is called, this is Neon Awakening Volume 2 is what it is. It's a cool deck. It's very cool. I am going to do a quick read for you and see what we've got. They're very slippery cards. They have a lot of different things in them. They're not just tarot. They're all kinds of stuff. They're very cool. Interesting. Whoa, crap. Alright. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Give me just a few minutes, guys. Let me get a couple more. And then I'm going to get some other, some of my other decks. I'm going to pull that one for fun. Okay. Something's going on. Something's definitely going on. Oh, a tower. Oh, yeah. Something's absolutely going on. Okay. We've got lots happening here, people. I've got to figure out what the association is with these different houses. I know the fourth house is Cancerian energy. It's a house of home, home life, family, ancestry, roots, the past, the mother, and the nurturing parent. We have the Chariot out here. Forward movement. But we also have the Tower, and so this is 9th house is Sagittarius. 10th house, Leo, if I had to guess. I could be wrong about that. Put it in the comments if you know something different, but I believe that is Leo energy. So we have Leo, Cancer, and Sagittarius. So far, we also have double notes of Cancer with the Chariot here. So, something needs balance here for sure. There's somebody that is out there and they're judging a situation, and with this, the mother, it screams somebody saying, this person's not for you. It says, do not judge and you will not be judged. Do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. This is, but with the mother, I feel like there's somebody that is heavily judging your situation with your person. They want to make a move forward. Something is coming down in their life. There's a sudden change. There's chaos. And Tower doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It could be just big transformation. And then this is also, we've got a proverb here that's talking about why worry about the monkeys if it's not even your circus. Focus on things that are yours to change. I'm just here for the popcorn. So realistically, you know, you can't change people. So you might want to move forward in a situation, but this person's got to go through a Tower moment. They've got to go, I mean, they got to challenge some of their personal beliefs, maybe even their sense of religion. This person with the 10th house, though, they may be very focused on their career, their reputation, what they should and shouldn't be doing. They may have, this is screaming to me like a third party, and they may have thought that they found someone like you in a third party and made a different decision. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. So they didn't find what they thought they found at all. They don't compare to you. Whatever, I mean, whoever they came across, they might have thought that that was going to be the ticket and that was going to work out better, and they were dead wrong. Okay? This is a Metatron's Cube. Also post in, since this is a very new deck, do post in the comments if you're familiar with Metatron's Cube. And it says it's derived from the flower of life. It represents patterns that make up everything in the universe. And one thing I do know is we are all like a big part of the ocean, right? We are all one. And separation is an illusion. So while you could be separate from your person, chances are very good that you are absolutely connected in the 5D. And I'm going to break this pile into. This is my other new deck, and I love it. I love it. This is Vibe About It. This deck is from Vibe About It, and it's on Etsy. This one you can go to spiritualinfusion1111.com and order it there. She's one of my favorite readers. Absolutely one of my favorite readers. She's very good. I'm going to pull some from this side. I will shuffle the... I'm not going to pull all of them, though. That one jumped off. The 4th house, Cancerian energy, tried to jump off the table. You could have a runner. That could be symbolic for somebody. You know, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer who is a bit of a runner. Funny. So many symbolic things in this world. But sudden change is happening, and the Tower isn't always negative, so just so you know, the Tower is not always negative. The Tower can be a proposal, it could be just anything that shakes life up, a birth of a child. It could be chaotic, don't get me wrong. It could be a whole metamorphosis as well, like a whole transformation. Okay, you're trying to come out? I'll take them all, I suppose. Destiny, interesting. Spiritual practices. I was just talking about challenging their religion. Maybe they're more spiritual, or they're leaning into their spirituality and trying to become awakened here, but they have a lot of personal beliefs, you know, that they were maybe raised with, cultural, you know, whatever. And this is, with all these things, even though it represents Sagittarius, these could be differences between you. There could be differences in education. There could be a long distance between you. You could have like a language barrier or a culture barrier, religion, personal beliefs. But with the spiritual practices, they're working on inner healing and issues with codependency. Interesting. Look. Wow. That's very cool. Becoming aware of intuition and guides. That's interesting. That's great. I mean, hopefully everyone, you know, reaches that point. So I'm healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It is the only way I can make myself whole. And your person may be working on their healing or need to work on their healing, because the thing about it is, this is for a collective. This is not a personal reading, obviously. So this is going to speak differently to different people who are in different timelines and in different, you know, areas of the journey, okay, with their person. So the person could be preparing to have a tower that forces them to challenge things that they may have previously believed or whatever, you know? Like a spiritual awakening will cause you to question absolutely everything you've ever been taught in your life. Like everything. Or everything, I mean, reality as you know it. It really makes you question everything. And your person, a spiritual awakening, that could definitely be a tower. Like, you start losing things, you start losing people around you because they just don't, you finally realize that they don't understand you. They don't even understand you at all. They can't relate. They, you know, you may feel like you're losing your mind a little bit, you know, when you're awakening, truly. You don't fit in. You just don't fit in, but you realize that you don't want to. You no longer really want to fit in to what society deems as normal. You want to be 1000% authentically yourself, and that comes with time. It's not overnight. And this person maybe needs to lean into learning some things about spiritual practices. But this is also, a spiritual awakening is genuinely a pretty solitary and lonely journey. It just is. It is. This person is destiny for you, though. This is a destined or fated relationship. This person knows. I'm understanding our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something more on a higher consciousness. I just couldn't understand it then, but I do now. They're opening up to the idea of, you know what? I don't think I can live without this person, especially if you're in separation right now. They're going to come to the realization that they don't want to be without you. They don't. And they weren't meant to. You were destined to meet. Strong, unbreakable bond, passionate love, strong desire. And a lot of times when there's religious situations, maybe, a lot of people who are religious fail to remember that sex is made, or sexual activity, YouTube, is, and this, I'm on the YouTube platform also, is divinely inspired. It was God-given. It is not dirty. Our bodies are not dirty. And a lot of us were taught that, yeah, they are, or it's sinful, or it's this, or it's that. And, and if used the wrong way, yeah, it can be something that's not good for you or not healthy. And in more of what, honestly, I do not subscribe to organized religion any longer. But there's definitely gems. There's amazing things in the Bible, in the Quran, in, all of the books, all over the world, There's value to most things. And the thing about it is, I was going on a tangent with this one. I was really going there, and I don't remember. Oh, sexuality. It's a real hot and steamy story of the Song of Solomon. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And also the Bible does talk about, things in excess. A lot of things that are in the Bible are honestly, that Bible was rewritten, and then the people were basically beheaded that translated that Bible. So basically, somebody decided they wanted to enter some things into the Bible that weren't originally there, and I truly believe that. They took books away. Look at the book of Enoch. There are a lot of esoteric things that were removed from the Bible because they were a little too much. It's not complete. So there's some amazing things. There's some really cool things. Like, metaphysically, I posted something earlier today. Maybe I'll post it too. It was talking about walking on water, and it was mind over matter. It was more about, the limitations that we put on ourselves as opposed to, magical things, whatever. It was more about the limitations that we put on ourselves. And we do, because Christ came and taught his disciples how to heal people, how to multiply bread. There is manifestation. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there if people would realize it. And also in the book of Enoch talks about a lot about, esoteric things. It's amazing, but they pulled it away from the original Bible. And that's weird. So, not to get on a whole tangent, but sexual desire for another is not dirty. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, especially if you find somebody that you truly connect with on that type of a divine level, and that experience is absolutely amazing. Now, if you're just out here tossing it around, go do you, and that's fine, no judgment here, but there are spiritual entities, honestly. You take on people's crap energetically when you are exchanging that type of energy with them. So if you're not feeling, if there's no bond there, You know, that's one reason not to be out here just throwing it around, because you're taking on everyone's demons, all of their funk, all the energy from the other partners that they've had. You got to keep yourself spiritually clean and cleanse yourself. You know, this is your vessel. So it's not a matter of sin, you're going to hell, this, that, and the third. It's more about, you know, respecting your own temple and not allowing things in that don't belong there, you know, that will weigh you down, make you depressed. A lot of depression, I truly believe, are attachments. They're spiritual attachments, as opposed to genuine chemical imbalances. And of course there are those too. And I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not prescribing anything. I don't give medical advice. But what I am saying is, a lot of the times, those heavy weighing things, because I've gone through periods in my life where I was very depressed. I'm not on any medication. I've learned to spiritually clear my energy fields. I'm not on medication. Now, of course, situationally, when something, you know, I mean, when I lose someone important to me, whether it's in death or in, you know, just, even if they're still alive, yeah, of course, I go through spirit, you know, that bouts of depression, but they're intermittent. They're not all the time, you know, and they don't last, because I know how to cleanse my energy and, you know, change my focus onto positive things and gratitude lists and things of that nature, you know. So I just said all that to say, to just as far as spiritual practices, your person may really have some attachments, you know, that they need to shed. And if you've intimately been with that person, or, you know, and are sharing energy, you might want to clear your vessel and clear your chakras and all of the other stuff as well, you know, just spiritually, energetically is what I'm telling you. All right, moving on along. Sorry, guys. Unawakened on the bottom of the deck, that really does talk about, you know, somebody who is in that and ego driven. And a lot of times, you know, they could be seeing a lot of angel numbers, which is next. I'm going to put this side of the deck down and pick up the other side and shuffle it out, because it's huge. And I love this deck too. It's amazing. Amazing. So, ego-driven, act in one's own self-interest. You know, they could be very selfish. Your person could have been just like really self-centered, worried about self, not concerned about you in the past, and they have to come back in a different energy. Honestly, you cannot, if they were, you know, maybe this, in the separation, if they come back in any different energy than, you know, genuine, authentic energy, they want that. No more ego, you know, no more self. It's about becoming selfless. Especially, you know, I mean, they have to learn this. You're the divine feminine. You're the divine feminine. You don't deal with this crap. You don't take it. You know, you're compassionate. You love life. You're soft. You're understanding. You're an empath. You're, you know, birth, renewal, healing, restoration, acceptance, connection, oneness, receptivity, nurturing, and growth. And it says, I'm working on my divine feminine side. I know I need to be more nurturing, and this person may need to be in touch with their divine feminine within. It's an energy. You know, we all possess both the divine masculine and divine feminine. It's in there for everyone. I'm working on my divine feminine side. I know I need to be more nurturing. And when you're ego-driven, you're opposite. You're completely opposite of divine, you know, nurturing. Understanding, compassionate towards self and others. I want to be more soft and loving, especially towards you. They need to work on their divine feminine, you know? Absolutely. Let's pull a few more up the side. Okay. Whatever that was. Past life. Yeah. Destined past life. This is a past life high level soul contract. It's a divine union. Could be twin flame if you relate to that. You do your due diligence and research. They're going through a dark night of the soul, guys. Here you go. Like I was just saying, a spiritual awakening, aka dark night of the soul, very difficult. Very freaking difficult. They're unawakened, but they're going through the dark night of the soul, questioning everything. At this point, they think they're going crazy. They're not going crazy. They're waking up. But they fear losing their old life. They feel something is missing, but they're in denial. Physical blocking and ignoring the connection. Physically blocking and ignoring the connection. You know? I'm fearful of letting go what I have and what I know. What you're asking of me is impossible, makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. That person may have been a player. You know, they want their freedom. They feel like they're going to lose their independence if they come into union with you. And once they make the decision to come into union with you, they feel like it's all over. It's a wrap. But with this dark night of the soul, and that's ego. You know, unawakened, you're very much in ego. But this is talking about enhanced awareness of identity, an extremely difficult and painful period, personal and deep development of oneself. Okay, that is... I'm fighting my demons and re-examining my actions. It is life-altering and also extremely painful at times. I fight against the changes, but I know it must happen for me to evolve. This person has to evolve. This tower has fallen. This dark night of the soul is upon them. It is time. You know, you lose jobs, you lose a lot of stuff. You know, people fall away that are not in line with you any longer, you know. You just are like, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I'm talking about your person. I've been through several of these. I'm not at this point anymore. Not at this point. We go through, you know, several awakenings in our life, but I'm not going through one presently. But when I did, I mean, a lot of things fall away. You wake up and you're like, no, I don't want that. I'm good. I'm good. Why would I have ever settled for that junk, you know? And as you nurture your divine feminine, you realize these things too. You come into your Empress energy and you're like, no thank you. I'm not going to deal with this crap anymore. I'm good and I'm worthy of more than that, you know? And you are. And you should sit in that energy. Stay in that Empress energy. Do not leave that. Don't go begging, chasing none of that crap. It's enough. It's enough. If this person wakes up and they're meant to be with you, guess what? They'll catch up. If you're available, they'll catch up to you. So don't chase. Don't chase. It's not the time for that, especially when they're going through a dark night of the soul. No, thank you. You do not chase. You leave them alone in separation, guys. And this is so painful. I understand. I understand big time. It is a very painful thing. Someone runs away. There's that runner. Honeymoon phase ends. Insecurities and attachment issues begin to appear, causing a rift in the relationship or the situationship or whatever. It may never have grounded. I'm taking a pause. I needed to separate myself from you in order to work on my mind and my soul. This is only temporary and I will eventually find my way back to you. I mean, this person needs the separation to go through the dark night of the soul, learn some spiritual practices, ego death, and really question their personal belief system and how it has not helped them or served them in the past. 2333, as I looked up on the thing. Manifestation. But past life, you know, and destined relationships, it'll come back around if it is intended to. And if not, you will wind up with, you know, if it's this is a twin flame journey for you, you'll wind up with a high level soulmate instead. You know, whatever. It's coming in for you. It's coming in. One way or the other. Something good is going to come of this, you know? And this person's awakening is beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. Although it doesn't feel like it when you're going through it. It feels really, really very icky. Really, very icky. You know, I feel like I want to get outer turmoil. I'm going to set those down because nothing seems to be pulling. I'm going to get a few more of these, but I'm going to take them in steps, kind of like I did the others. These are very slick cards. I'm going to get a few more of these. Kind of get some more, see what we got. They're a little easier to manage in two stacks. If nothing comes up, I'll pull a different deck. I want to see situationally a little bit more about what's going on. It's clear. I mean, it's fairly clear, though. This person, you're likely in separation. This is a destined connection, past life connection. You know, they're healing their divine feminine. You may be the divine feminine in separation. They're learning spiritual practices, and you should too. Because honestly, if it's a twin flame journey, the divine feminine leads the race. She heals herself. He has to follow. 11th house, house of friendship, social groups, aspirations, humanitarian causes. Go out and do things for yourself, right? Go meet people. Go out and do things. Be social. You know, go to build a house with habitat, or volunteer with hands on whatever city you live in. You know, collective projects. Go do something. Or if you have your very own thing, like this for me is my own thing. I'm focused on this at this point in my life. You know, my channel is my thing. This is my creative thing that I'm focused on at this time. And it's beautiful. And also, you know, travel. 9th house for me, Sagittarius. I don't know what the 11th house is. I need to figure those things out. I need to write them down. That'd be interesting. But travel for me is a big deal. My North Node is in Sagittarius. So this is a big deal. Philosophy, I love it. Higher education, long distance travel, culture and religion, love it. Love it, love it. You know, I aspire to learn about other people's religions and all of it. I love to know about it. And I love to teach my child about it because it's super important. We are all one. No matter what our skin color looks like, religion we practice doesn't make any difference. We are all one. We're, you know, we're all one. Let's see what we got. The Sun, the most beautiful card in the Zodiac. I'm sorry, the Zodiac, the Tarot. But it is divine masculine. Oh, how funny. The Sun does represent divine masculine. I laid it right over the divine feminine. That is beautiful. But it's ego. It's beautiful, but it's ego. You know? It's ego. Interesting. Huh. Soul family, spiritual connection, here to help you grow, support past life connection. There's the past life reference twice. 2 different decks. Interesting. What? 2 different decks. Got soul family, which describes on the bottom, if you can see that, past life connections. That's so cool. That's beautiful. Shared purpose or mission, you know? Let's find, that's enough of those. I love these decks, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. I'm a shiny girl, can you tell? I am definitely the girl that likes the shiny things. Absolutely. I'm a mess. I love it. I'm an imperfect mess, and I absolutely love it. I love me. I'm a good person. Good human. Oh, okay. There's a lot of confusion. They need certainty to trust, but nothing will get in the way. Focus, no distractions, set on goals, no games, serious intentions, not giving up. This person is going to get real serious real fast, you know? And they're ascending! Remember, all this reference to spiritual awakening. I freaking love it. They are ascending. You know? Starting a new chapter in love. And ascending in their personal space. With the dark night of the soul and ascension. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. The Tower. It feels so scary, but it's so confusing. This poor person is in major confusion. Major confusion. And it sucks so hard. It really does. Okay. Those jumped out. Cut out. It's best to part ways to heal. Separation. It's best to part ways to heal, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? It's not the end. It's, you know, it's endings and moving on and abandonment. You could feel that way, calling it quits, closing a chapter and walking away. But that does not mean forever. If it's meant to be. Nothing that is for you will ever pass you by. Never. Timing, guys. Nobody likes to hear that it is divine timing. The situation can't be forced. Your person has to go through their stuff. Okay? Bad timing. Patience. Not ready. Waiting for the right time. Out of your control. It's not in your control. This is your person's journey. Okay? You can send them good energy. You can pray for them. Whatever you do, you can send, if you're, like me, and I'm only Reiki level 1, so I can't really send energy, but I'm planning on going deeper with that. And but I do my singing bowls and send energy that way. So I do send my people that I love energy, chakra clearing energy from time to time. And I need to sit down and make that more of a practice and do it more often. That's one of my spiritual practices. It's how I meditate. Justice. Okay? This person's getting ready to leave all things behind that are foreign. And they're, like I said, remember I did say, oh, hot and fiery, guys. Beautiful. Dashmexual energy. There was another one. Expect to see major progress. That's beautiful. Victory, conquering, winning, perfection, on track, accurate, faultless, yes, direct approach. Okay? This person is going to come around eventually. Justice, the truth will be revealed. They were going to have to give you some information. It's probably not going to be fun, especially if it's twin flame. A lot of times there's a lot of deception. There's never abuse. There's never abuse. Okay, that's one thing a twin flame journey is an abusive journey at all. They could ghost you. They could, trigger feelings of abandonment, rejection, all that. Yeah, that's typical and it's normal. Hands-on, not at all. SA, not at all. And for those of you who don't know what that means, look it up. It's sexual, whatever. None of that. That is not applicable. If any of those things have happened, just know this is not your twin flame. Move on. Get safe. Get somewhere, get safe, okay? I've been in abusive relationships when I was young, and that's not fun. It's very scary, and it's not safe feeling, and that is not a twin flame. That could be a karmic partner. You could be learning a lesson there, but you need to go before it gets so bad that you have no chance to escape, okay? I mean, I've had my butt beat. I've had my butt beat. Just for nothing, because somebody would drink. So, and that's in childhood, and that is also in relationships. So, people, ladies, gentlemen, don't put up with that crap. Leave. Okay? That is not okay. So, right now, though, patience is required. Differences. This goes along with the differences in when I was talking about the 11th house, or the 9th house rather, having language differences. This is talking about exotic, unfamiliar, overseas. This could be that this is travel, foreign languages, different. You guys could be in a twin flame journey. There are most typically differences, and not always, obviously, but but a lot of times there could be age difference, there could be religious differences, there could be race difference, culture difference, there could be vast differences that society deems, oh yeah, that's not, you don't want that person for what, they're too old or they're too young or whatever. 3334 as I look up on the timer, that is manifestation. Interesting. Keeps popping up and in different forms. But so you're going to have to give this some time. And I'm not going to pull timing cards. Whenever this timing card comes out, this tells me that the end. Well, other thing you have to realize is when you're dealing with, even if they are your twin flame and the second part of your soul, it doesn't matter. They still have their lessons singularly to learn, as do you. So you need to learn whatever lessons you're supposed to be learning, heal the hurts, and work on yourself in separation. Because separation is also very normal in a twin flame journey. I encourage you, if that's what you feel, and no one can tell you what your, it is or it isn't for certain, that is something that you will know. That's something you need to decide on yourself. Don't let anybody, I don't care who they are, tell you that you're in a twin flame journey. That is really a personal thing. But this is a fiery hot, and there's passion. It said something about passion here. Overwhelming mutual desire, chemistry, intense desire. And a lot of times, too, the person can confuse the situation. Your divine masculine can be like, oh, you know, I just lust after this person. But when they're away from you, it gives them the understanding that it isn't just that. It could be a lot of that, you know. I mean, it very well could be a lot of that, but by the same token, you know, they miss you. They miss you on a heart level. And it causes the heart chakra opening. You know, it causes this to open up, and that's part of awakening. And that's part of ego death, is becoming more in tune with your divine feminine self and being able to nurture, love, you know, give that understanding, all that. So guys, I am not going to do a timing card. I am not going to pull any more. We've gotten a few tarot cards out. I love the deck because it brings out the tarot for me, and it also combines it with other cards. It's got Bible verses in it. It has, you know, it's got the houses in it. It has, I can't remember what else. I just got the deck, so I don't even remember exactly what all is in it, but it comes with lots of different cards, and it's very cool, and I like it a lot. So thanks to Spiritual Infusion 1111 again, and I hope all of you guys have an amazing day. Definitely comment, like, subscribe if you've made it this far. Leave a heart for me in the comments, and let's engage. Okay, let's get this channel up and running, and if anyone would like to see a live, I'd be happy to do it, and we can answer some questions and kind of get to know my audience a little bit. So let me know if anybody would be interested in that. Send me a message and I'm happy to respond. All right, guys, take care. Bye.